Hey everybody, it's Brandon Hart, the ECOstruder, and I am here amidst this sea of boxes because today is the day when we finally get to unbox the Modix 3D BIG-60 3D printer. This thing is a massive 24 inches by 24 inches by 24 inches build volume. Should allow us to print some really big things, and I've been waiting for it for quite a while now, so I'm excited to jump in. We've got 8 different boxes, each one numbered 1 of 8 through 8 of 8. They didn't really fare particularly well in shipping, so let's see how well they were packaged and whether any of the parts actually made it intact. Every one of them is labeled with this fragile label, but that doesn't seem to have done much. So anyway, let's just jump right in and get to unboxing. Seems to me that it would be logical to start with box 1 of 8. So let's do that. Here we go. Oh, this is a heavy one. Again, we've got that fragile sticker, but this thing was held up in customs, and then for some reason the FDA held it up as well due to concerns about radiation. So yeah, even after it's shipped, it's actually been a while before I got it. Okay, so we've got double boxed here, so that's nice. So the outer box, even though it may be in a little bit rough shape, maybe took most of the abuse. There we go. And wow. Just a whole lot of paper. I don't know if you can see this, but it's just, oh, there's a packing list. The rest of this is just blank paper. So as the ECOstruder, as an eco-friendly guy, this is not exactly what I was hoping to see, but maybe it allowed everything inside to survive the shipping process. So, interesting choice. All right, well, blank paper aside, let's see what we've got here. Some bubble wrap. Quite a lot of power cords. Not sure the reason why we need 3 different power cords, but we've got them. I guess we'll find out in the assembly process. Overall, quite a few parts in here. Don't know if we necessarily want to get through and unbox them all, but they included some hex key sets for the purposes of assembly. There are several kind of random pieces in here, so we'll see how that turns out. Let's just get some stuff on the floor here. Looks like some cables, SD card, USB cable, cable ties, some filters. Oh, there are the feet. Got some stepper motor wires, end switches. There is the one of the E3D Volcano hot ends. I assume there's another one of those in here somewhere. This is a dual extruder machine. Got the Titan extruder. Pretty excited about that actually. Whole lot of G2 belts. And looks like some clamps and pulleys and stuff like that. A lot of screws. Screws and washers. Right there. Here is the LCD. Right there. We've got a Raspberry Pi. Got a precision screwdriver set. So actually some tools in here too, in addition to the parts themselves. Oh, here's the Raspberry Pi camera with extension so that I can get to the controller box. A mystery bottle that's taped over. I'm gonna assume this is lubricant, but just sort of a mystery bottle, no label on that one. Zip ties, more screws. Looks like the inductive level sensor and another SD card. Here we have, so the dual extruder on this system is a hybrid. So one is direct drive, the other is Bowden. And so this is the Bowden system. And a lot of steppers. I'm not going to take all these individual steppers out. Aha! So, all these random T-nuts littering the box all came from this bag right here. Interestingly, not a single T-nut left in the bag. They are all over the box. Some standoffs, some screws. I assume this is the power supply. Yep. So a nice sealed power supply. So no direct contact with mains voltage. That's a nice thing. Big power brick. And here we have, looks like the main electronics enclosure, the box itself, and some of the wiring that goes with it. So the only thing left in the box here, besides these warning stickers, are the random assortment of T-nuts and the steppers and that electronics box. Right on. So a lot of the bits and pieces in this box here, in box number 1. So far I don't see any casualties besides the escaped T-nuts from the shipping process. So far so good. Right on, there's box 1. Where is box 2? It looks like this is box 2. Alright, this one's in rough shape, but my hope is that this one is just the extrusions for the frame. So hopefully not too much to get damaged here, so long as they weren't bent. So let's find out. Okay. Again, bunch of random cardboard. And I'll be right back. Okay, so some random cardboard, some foam, which is good. It does appear that there was quite a bit of foam packed in around these pieces. So hopefully that means that the pieces that are in here are okay and have made it through. And inside of all that foam and cardboard are the actual frame pieces. So I do see kind of a little bit banged up on this corner here, but otherwise I'd say this looks to be in pretty good shape. I don't know about you, but I kind of want to see what these actually look like. These are powder coated, so they should be able to take a beating and quite a bit of usage. I'd rather not scratch them while I was opening them up though. Be careful with this knife. Yeah, well, the good news is it was well wrapped. Ah, okay. So the pieces themselves have quite a bit of aluminum shavings in there. Again, I don't know if you'll be able to see that. there's quite a lot actually, of aluminum shavings. That's not awesome, but you can kind of see the aluminum extrusions there. Everything is threaded right there in the ends, but the extrusions themselves look to be in good shape. So we'll get those out of the way. Whew. I think I'm gonna work up a sweat. It's a big machine. All right, where is box number 3? I think this one's 3. It's hard to tell. Some of the marker has sort of been rubbed off and that kind of stuff, but this is a big box. So let's see what's in it. Again, kind of taking some abuse here in shipping. But if it's anything like the other ones, there are multiple layers of padding inside. That does appear to be the case. Oh man. Again, multiple layers of padding. Not only do we have the external box, but it looks like there's another layer of cardboard wrapped around everything. And then an additional layer of padding inside. I know there have been some reports of some of the earlier versions of the BIG-60 arriving with some damage to the parts from shipping. So I think the folks at Modix have been trying to compensate for that and make sure that it doesn't happen anymore. Okay, so this is not the print bed, so therefore that big wooden box must be. This actually has I know I'm going to say this wrong, but I want to say threaded rods, but I don't think that's right. I think these are actually ball screws, but real nice, well lubricated. Again, I think these are called ball screws, but I'm sure I'll get that wrong, and I'm sure in comments you guys will let me know. But yeah, so we've got the smooth rods in here. We've got this is actually what they use for the Z. And this is an interesting setup where the Z is driven by a belt that comes from the stepper itself. The bearing is not straight in this bracket down here, but I think that can just be shifted back into place, hopefully. I'd hate to have that wobble make its way into the prints. The other nice thing about this particular machine is it has linear guides. So one of the upgrades that was made to this machine from some of the earlier version was to move to genuine high-wind linear rails. And so I'm quite excited about that. We've also got this fairly massive, looks like 2 of them, drag chains. So just a nice touch, kind of keeps things clean and keep all the wiring where it should be. So we've got another electronics box. I think this is for the electronics that are used for the heated bed. And okay. So there's another layer here. That's not a 3D printing joke. Or maybe it is now. Okay. So it looks like, and that's nice. Okay, it looks like underneath, yeah, so there is the bed. So that is the aluminum print bed. This thing is huge. I'm not even sure I want to take it out of there right now. Let's see if I can move this top layer over. There we go. Oh. So I genuinely have not opened this up before this video, and I think that's probably clear at this point. But okay. Wow. Okay, this is quite impressive. So we have a direct 110 volt, it says 1400 watt, 140 watt bed heater. Jeez, this thing is huge. Uses the same 3M 468 MP adhesive that you find in most of these bed services and things like that. We've got a sheet of it here, a sheet of it here. So one of these sheets will be for heating up this massive aluminum plate. Whoa. Look at this thing. Woo! So the bed heater will be attached via adhesive to the plate, and then the adhesive that is on here will be used to attach the PEI, which is maybe what's in there, to this. So, wow, that is, just check to see if it's straight. Yeah, it looks nice and flat. Of course, the true test will be when we actually run something across it. I think it's flat. There might be a slight bow to it, but I don't know. Very impressive, though. Just imagine how big the prints are going to be that sit on here. Awesome. All right, let's keep going. Not even sure where to put this. Okay, that was box 3, so we're on box 4. Kind of feels like Christmas. I think this is 4. Gotta get my knife. All right, box 4. Oh, I am sweating. Okay, looks like we got the other V6, Volcano hot end. Some more fasteners, some more cable braid, another stepper, the other Titan. So this is essentially the second extruder kit, second extruder box. So if you only got the single extruder version, you just wouldn't get this particular box. Okay, that's box 4. This is box 6. I think this says 5. Again, you can see how the nice fragile handle with care sticker has been worn down. Oh yeah, here we go. Box 5. How many of you are cringing every time I go to cut this? I'm afraid I'm going to slice my hand open. All right, what do we got? Some more extrusions. Boy, this is just one of the worst knives ever. Ah, okay. So these are the smaller extrusions that I believe make up the frame for the print bed. Again, I could be mistaken, but you know, we've got the smaller extrusions there. Not nearly as much of the aluminum chips from the milling and threading and cutting. So that's nice as compared to those other ones over there. And in here we just have a whole lot more stuff. Some brackets. It's like some door hinges, some angle brackets, more T-nuts, screws, stuff like that. Nothing terribly exciting to see here. That was 5, here's 6. I want to get to that wooden box. Box number 6. Ooh, again, we've got a double box. Man, this knife. And this one. Oh, okay, so here we've got all of the specially powder coated metal parts. So you can see here, this is the screen bracket that the LCD goes into, that you control everything from. These are very light. I think these are aluminum. Yeah, they're just really, really light. Huh, impressive. So yeah, every one of these is powder coated. They look really nice. Yeah, looks like a really nice job on the powder coating there too. So just brackets and parts that hold the corners together, better stability and rigidity. So there's box 6, box 7. There we go. Okay. Again, another box within a box. That is always appreciated. A great way to make sure that things don't break during shipping. Oh, got some wood in here. A little bit of plywood. Oh, okay. Some more of the powder coated metal brackets, but these are the nice big long ones. Looks like these are the parts that those linear rails attach to. Yeah, so just a whole lot of the powder coated stuff. And just to give you an idea, you probably can't see what these look like. I mentioned that there's a nice job on the powder coating. I just can't believe how light this thing is. I don't know. I think that's a good thing. But you can see here, they really do look pretty good. A little rough on the CNC. A little bit of deburring would have been nice on some of these pieces, but honestly, for what it's going to be used for, I don't really think that's even necessary. So, very nice. Okay. Here we go with the last one. This is the box I'm really concerned about, because this one should have the sheets of PEI and should also have the glass. I believe it's borosilicate glass print bed. And well, you can sort of see this hinge was just completely ripped free. It's all busted up on the side. There's metal pieces falling off. Yeah, I mean, it's really, really shredded there. So we'll have to see how this works out. Here we go. Oh, looks like it's just hinged at the top, so this whole thing should slide out. Oh man, that's a big piece of glass in a box that's in very rough shape. And again, there's the fragile handle with care sticker. Yeah. Okay. Looks like it opens from the back here. So let's just cut off the sides. And we'll lay it down. And bust it open. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is not glass. The aluminum is the print bed. There is no glass. The aluminum is the print bed itself. This is the acrylic. Pretty sure it's acrylic. Yeah, acrylic. That is used to enclose the machine. So this mounts to the frame and just covers everything up. Well, that makes me feel a little better. It's not the it's not the PEI. It's not the glass that I was as concerned about. Does beg the question though, where is the PEI? Did I overlook it? Is it maybe still in here? No, I don't think so. But the good news is these pieces do appear to be okay. Yeah, I think these are all fine. We'll have to see a little bit better once we actually take the brown tape, the brown protective covering off of these pieces, just to make sure they didn't crack, and we can't see it through the brown paper, but they look to be okay. Looks like this corner right here was the one that took the majority of the abuse, but I don't see any signs of issues here, so I think we're good. I just want to check one more time for that PEI. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it, but hopefully it's in here somewhere and I just overlooked it. Certainly we'll be letting you know. So there you go. There's the unboxing of the Modix 3D BIG-60 3D printer. I've got a lot of work ahead of me, but it's here, it's unboxed. Everything appears to be in pretty good shape, surprisingly, given the state of the boxes. Very excited to get into getting this assembled and getting this built and tested and calibrated and start putting some big prints through it. I've got some plans to do some pretty big scaled up versions of prints that everybody knows and loves. So that'll be fun. Still wondering about that PEI. Okay, all right. Until next time, this is Brandon Hart, the ECOstruder, and this is going to be fun. Thanks.